girls. I'm still pregnant. I know in my last video I had talked to you guys about the induction things that I was going to be doing starting this Thursday and Friday, and then if nothing happens, then Saturday would be like my Pitocen induction. So I had said that I didn't know what it was called, and then I think it started with an M. And I actually ended up finding out what it is. It's mesioprostol, otherwise known as Cytotec. Now, I mean, you guys kind of know, I mean, if you're doing pregnancy vlogs, you're really, you know, into your pregnancy, and you're reading everything and looking everything up, and, you know, doing your research on as much as you are. Not that if you're not doing videos, you're not like that, but me personally, I've been extremely into my pregnancy, into my, you know, knowing my body and knowing kind of what goes on, and really wanting to know every little thing that happens throughout my pregnancy, right up until he's delivered and even after. I want to know what I'm given, why I'm given it, what's the risk factors, all that kind of thing. And there's a lot of women out there that do this research without making vlogs or whatever. But there's also a lot of people out there that don't do the research whatsoever, and they just think that, well, my doctor's always right, so I'll just listen to what they say. I'm not like that. I need to know every detail about everything that's going to be happening. Because, of course, I don't want anything to happen to me, be like, well, I didn't know, and them say, well, we told you, and me say, well, you know. So, anyways, when I first got pregnant, I watched tons of documentaries. I read up on tons of different things, you know, why epidurals, why not epidurals, why C-sections, why not C-sections, you know, what's the best position to birth in, what isn't the best position to birth in, why you shouldn't do this, why you shouldn't do that. And I weighed out all my pros and cons, and that's why I made a birth plan, and I have, you know, this desire to have a certain way of giving birth. So one of the things that I had noticed in my research was a bad rap that Cytotec gets. Now, mesioprostol, if I'm saying that correctly, is Cytotec, but it's just a different name for it, just like ibuprofen is Advil and Motrin. Doesn't make any sense. Still the same thing. Ibuprofen is the drug name, Motrin or Advil is the distribution name. Make sense? Okay. So that's kind of how it is. Same exact thing, just one name is one and one is the other. So, in finding out about Cytotec, I found out that there was, I don't know how many, but I had seen in a documentary called, I think it's Born in America, and it, excuse me, I feel like I haven't talked all day. It led to a woman's death, and the mother of the woman that died from having Cytotec, so she said, wanted to get it taken off the market. So I was like, I'm absolutely not going to be taking this drug. Like, there's no way that I'll be taking that. But I never really did any research on Pitocen. I just learned that, you know, it's not the greatest. It makes you have really strong contractions and blah, blah, blah. But, of course, I've never had it, so I don't know. So, since I found this out, I was like, you know what, maybe I should do a little bit of research on this mesioprostol. Like, I've never heard of it before. I'm going to research it. Then I ended up finding out that it's Cytotec, and I almost, like, broke down in tears thinking, why wasn't I told that that was the other alternate name of it, and, you know, what are the risks of this? So I read up on some stuff, and I found, you know, there's pros and cons to Pitocen, and there's pros and cons to Cytotec. What I have noticed is that Cytotec can actually be a little bit easier for you than Pitocen, in terms of Pitocen contracts your uterus, and Cytotec softens your cervix and helps you dilate. So you're not giving it through an IV like you are Pitocen. So my thing is, I want to know your feedback on both of these things, so Cytotec and Pitocen. I am scheduled to come in on Thursday this week to start the Cytotec, and considering since my cervix is extremely favorable, my midwife says you'll most likely only need one dose and you'll probably go right into labor. But since my body loves to tease the hell out of me, and I'm still pregnant, I mean, you never know what's going to happen. And I don't want to have to take Pitocen. I mean, there is a lot of hospitals that just give it without even really thinking of anything, and they don't really ask you. They don't want to know what your thoughts on it are. So I'm very not having to use that in any time during delivery. So my question is, if you've gotten it, if you got Cytotec, what were your responses to it? What did your caretakers tell you? Everybody, we all have our own ability to say yes or no to certain things, and I could just wait until he comes. I could be 42 weeks and frickin' 5 days pregnant and not have a baby yet. But like all you guys know, I am struggling really hard, and my body's just sore, and I'm just, all these, thinking I'm in labor, thinking I'm not in labor has really taken a toll on me, and I'm exhausted from, kind of being in labor to then not being in labor. So just let me know what you guys think about Cytotec and Pitocen. What have you heard about the risk factors? Like what do I have anything to fear when it comes to Cytotec? And give me your honest opinion. I just want to know. I need more information. So let me know. And my dogs are barking, so have a good day. Bye.